let's go take a look at. What do I have the link? How would I? I guess Yu-Gi-Oh and Smell should be enough to find this. Of course it is. Oh, that's beautiful. Just typing in Yu-Gi-Oh and Smell is enough to actually bring up an article about these disgusting fuckers. Okay, let's get this lined up. You know, I was on Nick Rekida's stream, the 40K stream, talking about just being into hobbies, going to game shops and stuff like that. If you've ever played D&D or Magic, you go to these different comic book shops, card stores, game stores, and there is a noticeable smell. It does exist, and it usually kind of wafts off certain individuals. Now, I can't I can't give you an exact breakdown on which are the worst, but there's some stinky motherfuckers. But even knowing all of that, and even over the years reading all the articles, and I'm sure you've read them and you've seen Reddit posts and 4chan posts talking about how Smash Brothers players, it smells so bad that the places they play at are actually kicking them out. There are a couple of those floating around out there. This might be one of the first ones where the actual company that makes the fucking activity and hobby, they Konami, Konami has stepped in. It's so bad. Yu-Gi-Oh players smell so fucking rank. Konami had to step in and implement something to make them take a bath. So let's find out about the Yu-Gi-Oh community and why they don't know how to wash their balls. It's an entire community that's basically nothing but a bunch of Thomas Ellingtons. Yeah, get out of that chair. You're gonna make it stink. Here we go. Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments will now penalize dirty, bad-smelling players. I also like, it's not just bad smelling. They really want to shame the fuck out of you. They're so disgusted that you've pushed them to this point that they're going to add a little bit of flowery language onto it. You're not just bad smelling. You're fucking dirty, too. You filthy, disgusting piece of shit. Making me walk around with my smelloscope. Apparently, Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments stank. In fact, they stank so badly that there's been a new rule added to the official tournament guidelines that warns players if they are too stinky, they can be penalized for it. What this penalization is exactly isn't specified, but you probably can be asked to leave if you smell too much like you just played Mario Kart on the hardest difficulty for 72 hours. More specifically, there's reportedly now a subsection of the tournament guidelines dedicated to hygiene and letting players know they must clean before coming. Apparently that was a big problem. It needed its own official spot and subsection. I have never in my life engaged in an activity that had to tell me to wash my fucking ass. I don't think there's a single video game or book or sport that I've ever, done or been involved in that had a subsection dedicated to explaining to me why your genitals will smell if you don't wash them thoroughly. But apparently in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, they need that. This is a new section requiring all persons attending a tournament to be clean and wear clean clothing. If you or your clothing is excessively dirty or bad smelling, you can be penalized. According to the new policy, unclean people, I like that term. Unclean people in clothing contribute to an unpleasant atmosphere, which is accurate. Further, people who show up neglecting this new rule may be asked to fix it if they want to continue. In other words, they'll need to give themselves a quick bath. As you expect, people are somewhat appalled but not surprised that such a rule had to be officially recorded and enforced to begin with. Oh, we're going to get back to this. Because I know people have addressed this before, but I'm just going to put out a little PSA regarding fucking Axe body spray. Okay, are we good? All right, we've read through this. All right, here's the thing. I know there's some disgusting fucks that exist out there that just don't ever clean themselves. And they think that they can use something like Axe body spray or a cologne, a little toilet water, to spruce themselves up. That's going to fix everything. Oh, nice and fresh like a spring fucking day, am I right? But no. What you're actually doing is combining two smells to make it even worse. Because now not only does it smell like toenail fungus and shit and ball sack and BO, that tetralogy? I don't know what the term for it would be. Those four things combined into one. Not only would it not only would it be those four horrible things, but now you've added like pineapple and vanilla on top of it. And there is nothing worse in this world than a sweet, fruity smell on top of the smell of somebody's fucking feet and ball sack. That shit will make you want to put a gun in your mouth. It becomes 100 times more noticeable because everybody smells this sweet smell, and then a second later gets hit with that trash can shit, and there's no way to avoid it. It's almost like you've set up a signal flare to say, "Holy shit, I smell bad. Come take a look." Use water. It's it's very abundant on this planet. You have no reason to avoid it. I'm fairly certain you're not like related to the fucking Wicked Witch. You know, you don't have that in your genealogy. You're not going to melt. Stay away from the cologne and the body spray shit. It's not making it go away. You're just adding to it. I don't want to smell fucking fake chemical fruit and ball sack when I when I go to a card tournament. Oh, chat. I don't know. I don't know how many of you are card players. Maybe you played Magic, Pokemon, I guess, is a card game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the other assorted card games out there. You tell me. I don't go to tournaments, so I don't know how bad it is. But the fact that Konami had to step in and make a fucking rule about it pretty much hints to me that we're nearing the point of no return with, just being an adult in this day and age. Yeah, use water. See, this is okay. There are people out there that don't get that. This is, I think, why Jordan Peterson's so goddamn popular. People want a surrogate father to tell them this shit. Jordan Peterson tells you to wash your balls, and he's hailed as some fucking new age intellectual. It's because they're a bunch of 20-year-old neats that it never occurred to them that, oh, that smell, that horrible fucking garbage smell, that's me. Maybe if I use water, it'll go away, and then I can go make my bed and slay the dragon. You've triggered my trap soap. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's frankly amazing to me that it's reached that point in the tournament world. I knew there's always been those jokes about Smash players. Fuck me, cancer's kicking in. There's always been those jokes about Smash players, but the fact that a tournament, a card company, and I'm fairly certain this is coming from Japan, so it'd be their side of it, Konami's side of it, is implementing this rule is fucking just... I'm dumbstruck by the fact that this is a reality. Falling for the water Jew, is it all part of the plan? Is this how they're going to turn us gay like they did the frogs? By implementing rules forcing us to jump in that fluoridated cesspit? Oh, you don't want to smell bad, do you, goy? Jump in the fluoridated water. You're not going to become a homosexual, I promise. Alex Jones is crazy. All right. Yu-Gi-Oh, what the fuck are you doing?